Hey everybody, welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. And um, I'm going to show you a tip that I do when I'm working with my sewing and my extra threads that I don't want to um, leave hanging. But first, I'd like to thank everyone for coming back, for joining in, for commenting, for subscribing. I appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you. So I wanted to use these two stamps here from Red Lead Stamp Company. I've had them for quite a while and I hadn't used them, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to use them in my girlfriend's sewing journal. So I went ahead and stamped. I first picked out my embroidery here that I wanted to use. And then I kind of worked around that. And I knew I wanted to use these stamps, and I had pulled this ribbon, this cloth ribbon here. It's kind of a real tight, almost like, I don't know, almost like it should have like a sticky back to it or something. So I started to design the page. And first I was going to put the little angel girls, or the girls with the butterfly wings, down. And then I'm like, no, wanted to use this. So this is what I came up with. And I wanted to put a bouquet of flowers behind her as though she's going to give them to her friend. So because I sewed this down and I did the hand embroidery, this page I knew I would be covering up. But before, I'm going to take this right out. But before I covered it, I wanted to give you a little tip. And I'm sure a lot of you already do this. But when I want a clean look, there's a lot of pages where I will leave the threads hanging. But when it gets around the embroidery and an interior page, I don't always like to do that. So I want to show you what I do. Obviously I leave my threads quite long. And then I flip it over and I pull them through. And I'm going to try to do this without getting my head. And I don't even know if you'll be able to see, but you have your one thread loop here if you pull it back. I just take that and I pull it through. So see, it gets pulled right through in the front. So see how this one is hanging? Let's see if we can do it with this one. I don't know if I'll be able to, because this was back and forth top stitched here. Pull that through and that disappears. So I go through and I just go through, and then I think you can see this loop here. Just pull that loop through. And that's actually the thread from the other side. Pull that one through. So see, those threads have disappeared. And I'm going to do that on the same here because I don't want these showing on that side. I know some gals just snip them really short, but this is another way. So see, I can go right through that loop there. Pull it. This is another way to ensure. And see how nice and neat and clean that is? I've pulled all of those threads through. And then I don't have to worry about it unraveling. Because what I do is I take these and then I tie them off. And then I will snip them. And then I will just, where's my good scissors? Here we are. and then I will just go and snip them down to size. So that is a good way, I think, to manage your threads. And then, like I said, you don't have to worry about them unraveling in the front. After you snip them. So I figured I'm going to try to come out also with a tip day of different things that I do that I'm sure you do, but I might be a nice little tip. So that's all nice and neat and clean on this side. There's no remnants of thread. There's no little snippets on the end. Everything is just very neat and clean. So I thought, wow, I had this page. I'd like to finish this here. And I did not tie these down because I did not want them to be really bulky. So I just kind of left them flat, and I'm going to tape that one down, and I'm going to tape this one down. And that will keep them in place, and that will stop them from going anywhere. And I should have tied that where it wasn't over the, but maybe I can put a little dot of glue there. So on this side here, I did pull a few things. I thought I might cover the whole page. I thought maybe I might put a tag on here. I might put a pocket. I don't want to do that. I don't want to overdo anything with too many pockets or, you know, the repetition. So what I thought I would do is I have these cute little, I think this is a Gaillardia. I don't know if this is a type of aster, but they kind of look like they'd be in the daisy family. And then I have the sunflower, and then I have this daisy. And I thought I would make a little pocket, not a pocket, a portrait style. And then that would cover up all of the threads and things on this page here. So I'm going to trim these down just a little bit. This one looks like it's pretty universal. This one could use a little bit of trimming around the brown. And then I should probably do them pretty much all the same. Still cover, and I don't care if a little bit of that stitching is showing. The stitching is sewing. That's why I try not to talk when I'm working, because sometimes I just don't make sense. And I think this one better trim too. We just had a nice little thunderstorm roll through again. It's been thundering and lightning here since Sunday night. It's getting to be about my favorite time of day, which is between 5 and 7 p.m. In the summertime, that's my favorite time of day. In the winter, I dread it because that's when it gets dark. And then I thought I would use this Sewing Mends the Soul, because this is going to be in next to a page that is left blank for writing. So this will be on this side, and I'll show you once I get it back in. And sometimes it's just nice to write. That also mends the soul. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Not much, though. Okay, that's pretty good. There we go. Okay. Get rid of these. All right, and I'm going to round these corners. It should be fine, hopefully. There we go. That's good. All right. So that will go to the top. And then I also have, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Let's get this inked up first. And I'll also put the link. The other day I forgot to put the link for Your Creative Studio, the box. And I had a gal comment that she couldn't find the link. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to. I sent it to her in a message, you know, back in the comment, and then I put it in. But I don't know how that happens. I'm really good about putting the links in. But I will put the link in where these came from. I think these came from Love Junk Journals, but I'm not sure. But I think, yes, I am right on that. And then I have this pocket I'm going to add. And I'm going to write my girlfriend a little letter and put it in there for her. And I don't think those will fit. I don't know. I'll see. But I think I'm going to put on here one of these sayings. And maybe I will just maybe I'll just add the word sunshine to that little pocket. Oh, there's a little, I think I'm going to add because that's a little pocket. I think I'm going to add the pocket full of posies. I think that would be cute instead. And I think that will fit right across there as well. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I closed my windows because of the storm that was knocking at my back door here. And then it's getting, yeah, that's cute. It's getting warm in here now. with the lights, and I don't have the air on because it's been about 60, 65, 67 degrees all day. Sorry about that. I had to get a drink. All right, so I'm going to lay these out. And I'm going to glue these on here. Okay. And I think this will be a cute page. And this obviously isn't stainless. I'll have to take this off. I had redone my other little thing here for my glue was so bent. I had a earring. I used to make earrings, and I had, I guess they're called findings. And I put a new one on, and you can see it's rusting, so I got to get that out of there. And I have to find something else to put on my glue bottle. All right. So we're going to put that one right here. I could have brought that in a little bit more, but that's okay. That's all right. It's not a perfect world. And like I said, I really don't mind if this stitching, this little bit of back stitching here shows, and I don't even think she's going to notice it. There's that one. So this will be like a little art gallery wall. And I'm going to put the link as to where I get my tea dyed papers as well, or coffee dyed. I don't know what she does, if they're tea or coffee. For me, they're just colored papers. And I need to order some more for when I make more books, because I really like the quality and the color. She does a wonderful job. I think I put her link in one of my other videos. I don't know if it was of my favorite things. It might have been my favorite tools, or my papers. I don't know. There. This is the handiest thing. This is actually my favorite tool. It's made by Cricut, and I have a Cricut machine, and it's actually to take your vinyl off of your mat. But I have two of these, and I don't know what I would do without them, because they're I do everything with it. And I really do want to get these signatures in the book, but every time I turn around, I'm either sewing on a page or I'm, either hand sewing or actually putting it through the machine. And I'm just not ready to do that yet. Stick it in. Okay, now this here, I want to put this right here because I think that'll be really cute. And then I don't know if I'm going to put I know I want to put a little letter in here. But I don't know if I'm going to just write a letter and put it in or put it in one of these little envelopes. And I'm going to be using my tape on this. I'm not going to glue it down. I hate to put this back in, but I'm going to just for a minute. Okay. So this is this is a 1/4 inch score tape. And I love this too. You'll see me use this a lot on here, on my projects. And this is actually when I make my pocket books, I use these to put the pages in. I have a wide one, and they are stuck once they go on. This is a very tough tape. I don't know why I'm using those big scissors, but I am. Get my little ones out. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Okay, so let's get this on here. And I think I'm going to put it right about, here. I think that'll be good. There, that's a cute page. That's cute. All right. So we have that, and then I will put a little letter in here, and I think I will, I don't know if I want to put an envelope in there. I could put an envelope in, and then maybe, come on, it's stuck here. The bottom. There we go. Yeah. And maybe what I'll do is I'll write the letter right inside. And maybe I won't. Let's see here. I'm going to put one of the circle tabs on, and then do a string. I just didn't plan. Oh, and I have some tabs, or I have some circles right here, so I could do that now. I could do that now. And then I could get that done. Then I'll put the letter right inside of there. So let's see what I have for little pre-punched circles. Got that. I do have a couple yellow stripes here. Could do something like that. Or how about the green? I could do a green. Green would be better. All right. Let's do the green. All right, we'll set those aside. And I'd like to use a couple brads. Let me grab those. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, here's my box of brads. Let me see if I have maybe something like that. I got those. I don't have a lot. My favorite ones are the Teresa Collins, but she doesn't make them anymore. These are Christmas. These are too big. Which really makes me sad. There's My Mind's Eye. There's another Teresa Collins, but those are kind of big. That's Halloween. But there's a pretty little orange and kind of a yellow there. Oh, this room, my desk, I've got to clean it. So I'm thinking something smaller. This is cute. It's got a little, looks like a little flower. It looks like a little flower. And that may be just perfect for there. So that's a possibility. And let's see what another one we could use. Maybe a green. Maybe a green. Let's see. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Yeah, that may work. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to glue this down. Actually, I'm going to glue and tape. And I have to be careful because I really only want, I want it on right here. If I go across, it's going to catch the bottom. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to run over, or I guess I'll run over and grab my wallet. And I'll just use the Amazon. My son has forgotten that I'm... All right. Sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry. It's okay, Michael. He's ordering pizza tonight for us. And I told him, he was in the gym working out, and I said, I'm going in to make a vehicle. Oh my God. See what kind of family we are. So I'm going in to make a video. It was okay. I asked him if his wife was coming over to hang out until we ate, and he said no. So he's still not used to me making videos, which is okay. And I think this will just clear up. So he's down there apologizing profusely. That's all right. I always have time for my boys. Oh, come on, Barbie. I'm just going to roll this back just a little bit, just to make sure that it doesn't hit the inside paper. There we go. Watch, that tape is going to be so strong. I'm probably not going to be able to poke through it. There, that's good. That's nice and clean inside there. I probably won't be able to poke through it for this. Brad. Okay. All right. So we'll get these on, and then that'll be good. And here comes my dogs. They're hungry. All right. So I'm going to put this first one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these down first. And I really shouldn't glue it down. I'll probably mess this up because I wanted the, I guess I'll have the twine go around the brad. But like I said, this is a digital, so if I mess it up, I don't really care. Because I can print another one out. Make sure that hole's big enough to pop this open to get this in here. Yeah, and that's my son that's on the road down in the Carolinas. This is not a good time, I guess, to make a video. But he's with his father, so I'm sure that it's just something that he sent me online. Wanted to know if I'd seen it yet. Okay, so that's good. I left a little bit of room there. And then we will get this one on. I am very blessed, though, I'll tell you, to have two, my husband and I say it all the time, to have two boys that are 23 years old and still want to do things with us old farts. And we're very blessed that they're here. You know, they could live in another state. They could live in another country. We're just very thankful and very blessed. That they, you know, my son wanted to live back out in our carriage house, and All right, let me get some twine. So yeah, I feel that we're very fortunate. Okay, so here's my basket of twine, my fibers. And I think maybe I'll use, I'd like to use something a little thinner. Let's see, what do I have here? This is a little bit thinner, however, oh, here's some yellow. Let's use this yellow. That'll be pretty. And this is nice and thin. So where is the top for this? Let's put some of these tools away. All right. Oh, here it is. Clean this little area up so there's not so much around in your face. Okay. Just knot this again. There we go. And I'll trim that off in a minute. Let me get this trimmed here. Another one. There. Good. All right. So I'll put a little letter in there, and that will be tucked right down in there. And then maybe I can maybe this is where I could add that little bit of sunshine. Then I can mention that in the letter too, adding a little bit of sunshine to her day. Well, may have to use these larger ones. There, that's good. There. So that about does it. And I think I'll put it right. I'll put it maybe in that right corner up there. All right. There we go. So I showed you how to draw your threads through. And then on this side, we tied them off, knotted them up, cut them off. We added some little brads to this little envelope. I'll write a letter and put that in there. This I'm going to cut this a little bit here. And then this will be tucked in here. And then this goes in here. And we have 2 more pages done. So there you go. We have our little stitched one, and then we have this one here covering up the stitches. So that's the video for today. That's my little tips and tricks, and we got another page done in the Lazy Daisy Sewing Junk Journal, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for following along. If you like this, I'd love to have you subscribe and comment, and I'll see you down the road. All right, everybody, have a great night. Bye-bye.